What's up, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists? Welcome to Chill with Pete, the coffee break catch-up series, where we get together, have a drink, and just, chew the fat. Talk about my week, maybe. It's been another interesting one, to say the least. It's been interesting. What shall we start with? Well, beverage first. Not coffee today, not builder's tea. I've got what my wife affectionately terms sleepy tea. It's a mixture of different things: chamomile, mint, green tea. It's all sorts of things designed, and it's apparently it's good for muscle relaxant, and that's quite relevant for what's been going on with me this week. Last 2 days, I've been off sick. Something happened. What happened one morning, about half an hour before I was due to get up? I turned over. I was in bed. I turned over and I had a muscle spasm, like I do often. Most often when I do anything like that, turn over or anything like that. My muscle spasms, they usually last a couple seconds maximum. Excruciating, but it's over. Almost as soon as it's begun. Only this time, it didn't. I had an excruciating pain in my lower right back, where sort of kidney area. Didn't go away. Got worse and worse to the point where it made me sick, physically sick. And yeah, so anyway, cut a long story short, I ended up going to the doctors when I was able. I got an emergency appointment. Yeah, how good is that? This is what I'm talking about, better healthcare here. Got an emergency appointment, and I've been told to look at some links to some muscle relaxant painkillers. One of them I'm definitely not going to be taking. Diazepam. I don't think so. Somehow I'm not taking that. No. There's some exercises put down there as well, which I'll try. Basically, I'll try anything before I try diazepam, which is basically Valium. So I'm not taking that. That's what they renamed Valium. No, thank you. I don't want to be. I don't want to, and it's addictive. It's not my scene. So we'll go the herbal route. I had this before bed last night. I had the best night's sleep I've had in a long time. Tonight, of course, is different because. Why is it different? It's different because it's Friday night, baby, and it's hobby night. So it's probably one of my last chances to crack on with my mini warm-up great mini painting challenge. So I've really got to do it. But that's cool. Weekends. That's what weekends are for, right? This is going to be way too hot to drink, so I'm not even going to attempt sipping that yet. So yeah, so I've had an interesting couple of days. I picked up a new book from one of the local bookstores here. It's a second-hand bookstore just around the corner from me, actually, and up the road. What's it called? Tracks on Canvas or something like that. Yeah. Oil paintings of trains and scenes of trains. I find it fascinating. There's photos in it as well. But it's by I forget what his name is now, but they're all by the same person, and yeah, some beautiful pictures in there. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Only cost £5, so it's a nice big book as well, and it's in pristine condition, I'll tell you. We've watched another 2 episodes of Inspector Morse tonight, so that's 4 episodes in now on that. So I'm really enjoying that. Watching those through again. I love Inspector Morse. Great stuff. Yeah, so that was good. I think my wife is liking it too. She's not seen them before. I have seen them, but years ago. So that's good. I was trying to get a plumber out today. I need someone to service the boiler, just to do a service, you know, because it was serviced last year when we moved in here, and so it's due for another service. And I contacted the guy that did it last year. Actually, he comes from Honiton, but he does do work in Seaton. But he didn't turn up when he said he was going to. He didn't turn up all day. I tried phoning, left a message, heard nothing. So I've got the name of another guy, a local guy. I'm going to give him a bell soon, probably tomorrow, and see if I can arrange for him to come and do it next month sometime. That's good. It's all good. You know, so these things are sent to try us. But yeah, not too worried about it. Caught up on all laundry today. You know, that's a bit boring, but just want to mention it because you're a bit behind, having had several people stay lately. Excuse me, just puts you behind in the laundry states. Do forgive me if the yawns. Can't help it with my condition. It's just what I do. You know me by now, but in case you don't, I cannot help it. So yeah. So my plan is to do an on the bench. I don't know if I'm up for a live stream. I really don't. My wife's going down to Plymouth for 2 days next week on a course. It's always courses, isn't it? So I might possibly get one done then. I don't know. It's working days, so you know, I don't know. If I do, it'll be like, you know, a sort of shorter one. But by the time this goes up, I don't know. Oh gosh, excuse me. So what have I got left to work on for my painting challenge? Well, I've got Abaddon, of course. He is in all his glory. And when I'm happy highlighting him, etc., finishing him off, I will then glue him to his base. Then I've got my Dwarven Fire Giant to do. Still got some bits to do on him. And of course I've got my cultists to do, my Chaos Cultists to do. I've got my little Dwarven Pugilist, but he's not part of the challenge yet. I did say that about the Elven Thief. Yep, that's true. That is true. So it was probably a case of watch this space for him. I might build up a lair around his base, though, you know, just for the heck of it. Might do that. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I think once that's done, it's let's find a new project. Well, I have projects lined up to do. As you know, I've got Thunderbird 2 to do. That's going to take me a while. Stop yawning. I can't help it. It's not because I'm tired, because I'm always tired. Oh, it can be irritating sometimes. So when I'm having a conversation on the phone with someone, yeah, it could be a family member, and I just can't help yawning. And they go, "Oh, don't let me keep you up," you know. Boring you, am I? They know I got MS, but yeah, I think they forget. I do. There you go. I gotta. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, that's nice actually. That's quite refreshing. I had a crown, part 1 of a crown treatment done this week. So that's good. That went well. Pretty good. I'm quite chuffed with it. I got to go back next month for part 2 to have the actual proper crown fitted. This is just a temporary crown I've got in at the moment, but it's already heaps better than it was. Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, so I'm pleased with that. What else? What else? What else? I've got plenty of unboxings to do. Maybe I can do an unboxing this weekend. Maybe. Um, maybe I can build something else from my awesome stash. That'd be cool. That'd be very cool, you know. I'd like that. I've got to get going on the games. Now it's whether I play Zombicide first or RPGs first. And I'm thinking I should opt for Zombicide first. The reason being, I've got to get that down and accustomed to that if I want to play it. Possibly the next time my brother-in-law comes up, which will probably be for my birthday. My birthday's end of March. I wanted to go to the British Tank Museum this year for my birthday. I'd really like that, and I want to take loads of pictures, etc. for that. So yeah, and I think my brother-in-law is going to come up the weekend of my birthday, you know, that kind of thing. So I think he'd enjoy a game of Zombicide. He's doesn't really play games like that. Did play what did we play not last time, but last summer? Played Jaws, the Ravensburger board game when he came up, and he really liked that. You know, he seemed to really like that. So that'd probably go down quite well. Yeah, it probably would. Anyway, things for the future, right? Things for the future. I'll clean out my paint pots before I started on the bench or something. Today, the last couple of days has been a bit mild here, and I've noticed it when I've been up the car park feeding Sandy. And it's almost been like a hint of what it's going to be like when spring is knocking on the door. Now, I know it's not, because, you know, typically February is an awful month. It's usually a shit month for weather. If you're going to get snow, that's definitely a possibility. February. But we are rapidly approaching, you know, getting through it. So, you know, days are getting longer, and the days are getting longer, and you're getting the odd more drier day and milder day, and that's good, right? Certainly need all the help we can to cut down on our heating bills. That's for sure. That is certainly true. So yeah, it's going well though. There's a few things I'm waiting. Probably going to wait till at least March to start work, or possibly April, end of April maybe, to start work on the courtyard. There's not a lot of work needs doing that, but it does need tidying up from all the weather we've had, and sweeping up, and a couple of things need repainting, and I'd like to lay some more AstroTurf down on the concrete to make that a bit greener. That'd be good. So yeah, we'll see how that goes anyway. I've got some left over. I don't know how much I would need, but with you know, things that I can try out. And I've got to move a bench, paint a wall, stuff like that. Arrange more stones to make it. I think birds have moved them around and stuff. So they take them for their nests and things, I think, and drop them and just move them around. I don't know. Anyway, got stuff to be doing out there. There's a couple of things for me to do inside as well, and just outside on the path. There's a couple of little potholes that I want to fix for the summer ready, and repaint the front steps and have it all looking nice and shiny, ready for the summer. Can't wait. It's going to be good. It is going to be good. Yeah, and it's been a hard month. Got to go till Wednesday before we get paid. It's financially it's hard. There's going to be a couple of rebuilding bumps coming up before summertime, so yeah, got to be a bit careful for a couple of months. So yeah, but I've got enough things to occupy me, which is cool, and that's good. And I've got books as well. I think I've rediscovered my love of reading, and I'm reading like these murder mystery books at the moment, and I'm finding it really enjoyable. It's not a genre I've read much of in the past, and I'm finding I'm really enjoying it. So, it's good. It's a new experience, and expand your mind, right? You can never read too much, as they say. I've read mostly non-fiction books for the last, I don't know how many years. I used to be heavily into reading fantasy and sci-fi and stuff like that, but that was when I was younger. So, I mean, yeah, I've read like the Warhammer novels and things like that, but I mean, I used to be really into reading like all the time, every day, any spare moment I got. Take book to work with me, be reading it in lunchtime, and things like that. So, yeah, I'm glad to be back to that, almost back to where I was with that sort of thing. But it does mean, expanding my library, so to speak. My nostalgia shelf, I added something to it today. It was an Inspector Morse keyring little miniature car that my mum got me one Christmas many, many years ago, because she knew I liked Inspector Morse. I used to have it and all the books and things, and now I've got them all on DVD, so that is cool. And I always kept that. I like it because it's a good series, not your typical cliche, murder series, that kind of thing. It's a slightly different. Sleepy tea. I don't know what else you would call it, really. Sleepy tea. Although when I was in Prague, the tea I drank out in Prague, that went down well as well. That was more like a first quencher. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with things at the moment. I'm probably gonna be using my next on the bench to do another session for my painting challenge, and it's gonna, well, I'm gonna be highlighting the black armor of Abaddon. I hate highlighting black. I just do. Don't know why. I just do. So, typically I highlight black with like Ashen Grey or something like that. So I might call it, I don't know, something with that in the title. The Ashen Nightmare or something like that, I don't know. I will think of something for sure. Right. I've also got highlighted gold. I might break it up with the other miniatures. Well, I will break it up with the other miniatures just to have a bit of a break from Abaddon. Well, we're nearly approaching 20 minutes here. Have I really rambled on that long? It seems I have. Well, anyway, I don't know what else to say, really. It's been an odd week. Next week's going to be even odder. Having Mrs. Mini Warzone down in Plymouth for 2 days whilst I'm here working, because it's nice just to have her here that I can come up and talk to about work, because I can do that because she's security cleared for it, and it's like no one else I can actually talk to about my work, really. Yeah, I mean, I can talk about certain aspects with my daughter, but not some of the other stuff that I have to do. So yeah, it's going to be a bit weird. Just having to keep it to myself. It is strange. It is strange. I have a dream. I'd like to have my own shop. I have a dream that I'd like to have my own shop here in Seaton. Selling what, doing what, I have no clue. But just running my own business somehow. I don't know. Don't know what. Everything I can think of has already been taken. That I could possibly be good at, like a second-hand bookstore. I'd be good at that. I think. Yeah. See, that's already gone. That's already taken. There's no point having two competing. You need to try and find something that doesn't currently exist that there is a need for. And it would seem that everything is here catered for already. You got second-hand shops. You got charity shops. Got you've got the DIY store. You got a couple of those. You got convenience stores. You got 3 in walking distance. 4 if you count Aldi. Seaside craft knick-knack shop, got that. Coffee shop, got that. Bakery, got that. Nerd shop, you've got that. I suppose there isn't a toy shop, but then it'd be, well, what toys would you stock? That's the thing, because the thing with toys is they can go out of fashion so quickly, and you end up left with a load of old stock that you can't get rid of. It's just tricky. It really is. Yeah, there's craft shop and art shop. Stuff that sells knitting stuff. I Yeah, it's tricky. There's plenty of bars already. You don't need any more bars or eating establishments. That is certain. Don't need any more coffee shops. You've got a sandwich bar. It's tricky. I suppose I'd like to. I suppose, but the only other thing is, if you do that, you had a shop. You'd have to work longer hours, maybe. Maybe you'd have to work longer hours. Shops around here, they're kind of a law unto themselves. A lot of them don't work open Mondays. And, seem to shut when they want to. Really, it's a bit hit and miss. Oh, you got laundrettes. You got a couple of kitchen, bathroom type places. Clothing shops. You haven't got a shoe shop. I don't know if I'd really be interested in that though. Because again, you'd have to know the fashions and what's trendy, what's not. It is tricky, very very tricky. You got the factory shop which sells. Between all the shops here, you kind of got everything covered. I think. I do. There isn't a traditional toy shop though. That is true. And board games, that kind of thing. The kind of board games that like Smiths would have sold, or perhaps still sell in the city. I don't know. Yeah, but then would you have enough customers for that here? I don't know. Scale models. There seems to be scale modelers in Seaton. They've got like a club. And I've looked at some of their work. It's on display in the local art and craft shop window. And they sell a few Airfix models there, not a lot. You know, some glue, a couple of paints and that. Got Warhammers covered. There isn't anywhere selling bolt action and stuff and things like that of that ilk. So you could do with like a more generalistic hobby shop, but I don't think you have enough population to warrant that. You just need to think of something. You need to think of something that is needed and would be used in the local vicinity. 2, that isn't really being used anywhere else, or no one else is doing it. And 3, that you like and know and would be happy doing it. I don't know. Just talking out thoughts here at random. My condition prevents me from publicly teaching karate anymore. I feel, because I wouldn't be able to give it my best anymore, which is a shame. But I do enjoy teaching my wife, so we just do that as a private thing. Yeah, so I can't do that. It is tricky, very tricky. Dunno. Guess I'll just stick to winning big time, and retiring early. Amen to that. Well, that brings me to the end of my video. 27 minutes, that's way too long. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys, but that's me. I've got nothing else to update you with this week. But thank you for coming along for this weird ride. And hopefully I'll see you on another video. Remember, all brushes lead to all. Bye for now. Bye bye. Don't forget to like.